I'm all about my money. Yeah, and I don't care what you haters gotta say. I'm all about my money. Yeah, and I don't care.
About My Money TV is your boy King Chaos, and we back in the building again. What's up with that good guy gang? What's happening to that money gang, man? Do me a favor, everybody. If you just came past this video, man, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell so all your post notifications on. So when you know when About My Money TV drops that fire content, interviews, vlogs, battles, hip hop news, whatever you're looking for, we got it right here About My Money TV, man. As soon as you hit that button, you become part of the money game. Follow us on social media. Anybody who follows us on social media subscribes to the channel. You are the money gang, and we definitely appreciate y'all, man. Man, I just did a vlog. I don't know if I'm gonna add this to the other vlog or this is gonna be its own little short vlog, but we gotta talk about this final exam. Bruh, I've been critical of the Crucible process, but the Crucible has been creating talents, right? This year they do a final exam, the Crucible final exam, basically. So the people who made it through the Crucible this year, they get a veteran, they get a star, or whatever you want to call it, as their final exam battle. I think how they did it was dope. They did it like first, second, and third period instead of first, second, and third round. You had Beasley, you had Smack, you had Nunu, you had Tay Rock, you had other battlers, well-known battlers with clipboards who were actually grading the battles as they went. I thought that was a fire concept being final exam. When I first looked at this card, I was kind of confused, but when I realized what it was and what they was doing by marrying this with the Crucible and bringing the best talent out of the Crucible and giving them the opportunity, that's when I kind of realized like this is a very dope concept. Now, the matchups is what really got me into thinking this was dope, man. I seen the card come out, but like I said, I was kind of like iffy. I was like chess versus a Flair Soul, like clean paper versus ease. Like what was the meaning behind these? These battles are out on URL TV app right now. So if you haven't seen these battles, man, go check them out. I watched all the battles, man. Everything except Steens and Hansel. I like what Hansel is able to do. I've seen Hansel versus Stoffer from Chicago. He was on Geechee's league before. We seen Hansel. He got into the Crucible, did a great job, made it to the final exam. They gave him steams. Didn't watch it. I did watch. I think Hansel's round. Hansel did his thing. Dope battler. I think he's gonna go very far. I think it's a very high ceiling for a lot of these battlers, and I think I got a shout out P for doing a dope job and trying to give people who are not exactly what you would be thinking of as URL battlers or a little bit more unorthodox and not all from DMV opportunities in a Crucible. That's what's dope about this. But let's get into a couple of these battles because I watched the battles, man. Let's start with the Lou Castro and Foots. That boy Foots, for Lou Castro to been around as long as he has, his first round was dope. But that boy Foots is a phenomenal talent, man. Um, I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna have to talk about where Lou Castro is or is the level of opponent because it seems he had a better back and forth with a Crucible guy than he's been having with a lot of these big name talents. If you ask me, a lot of his last battles he's lost. So he goes in against Foots, who is a Crucible talent, and Foots literally puts his foot and Lou pause, man, but literally puts his foot and Lou Castro that. It was a dope battle, great back and forth. But if I look at where Lou has been and where Foots has been, and the way Foots was able to stand toe to toe with Lou Castro, that's a win for Foots in my book. In the final exam, when you're going up against a vet and you stand toe to toe with him, that's a win in my book. Dope battle, worth watching on URL app. Um, Klutz and Loso. Klutz is a very lyrical MC. He likes to build kind of on a la of a Lux or Chilla. Like he likes to use words and it's not reaches. He likes to write in concepts and schemes in which draws the crowd in, and then it comes to a punch. Very dope style. Does really well against Loso. Loso did his thing all 3 round. Klutz did his thing all 3 rounds. I probably edged this battle and hold to Loso, but I like what Klutz was able to do. You may have seen the clip where Klutz was talking about the duality and Loso and him, and with the gun bars, and then going to church, and then he took one of Loso's most famous back and forth schemes to the camera and did it solid. He did it to perfection. Was very dope. I think it was in the second round. Dope battle. I think Klutz got a very high end to the young man. He's gonna be dope. But I think I gave Loso that battle at a final look. I think he did what he was supposed to do. Kitchen Clean and Ease. Ease is very southern. Has a real thick southern draw. Um, it took me a while, even though I got plenty family down south. I'm from the Midwest myself, but it took me a while to get into Ease's style, or to get to understand where he was going with his rhyme. I think his first round was probably his weakest round overall. Kitchen, on the other hand, Clean is no longer clean paper. He's Kitchen Clean. He came out with a solid first round. He attacked his opponent. He used his name. He found out things about Ease that people probably didn't know, and he really worked his way into a great back and forth with Ease. I think Ease can actually be a great talent on URL. He gonna put you in the mind of Swamp. They gonna tell you that they sound alike, but the way in which he puts his bars together, it's not a real talk in the way of which you hear Swamp, and his accent is a lot heavier than Swamp's accent. Dope battle, Kitchen Clean versus Ease. Final exam, he did enough for to understand that you're gonna see Ease again. But I like what Clean was able to do. He was there. He wasn't choppy. He was taking care of business. Ease did the same. You can pick who you like in this one. I think I like Clean a little bit better, but Ease, as he refines his style, will be formidable in the URL. Chef Trez versus Authentic. Listen, y'all. I'm spilling my drink. Chef Trez is back. I know I talked about Chef Trez being back on URL when it was originally announced. I got on the camera and was like, we talked about Saint LA being on URL, and we talked about Bill and Chef Trez being re-signed to URL. Dope to see Chef Trez back in a written bag. A lot of times when we see Chef Trez on the smaller leads, it's all rebuttals and freestyles, but this time he wrote to attack his opponent, and he was vintage Chef Trez. Now, Authentic, on the other hand, is another DMV guy who can put you in the mind of a Sheed or a Jack Boy or something like that. Very witty, very unorthodox with his flow, but he has an image that is very marketable. I think he did a great job, but I think Chef Trez showed that he was the vet in this battle. Um, I think it's going to be someone that we love to see on URL. I think he's going to give a lot of people out there that's on URL already problems. But Chef Trez showed that Chef Trez is back. He's ready to get in the ring with some of those battles. I mean, his resume is extensive, but he's ready to get in the ring with some of these guys that you haven't seen him against, or if you haven't seen him on these other leagues. When you see Chef Trez, you're gonna be like, oh, it's not all 3 of them things. It's not all I can freestyle. He had written, he attacked his opponent, and he got the job done. Salute to Chef Trez for coming back so heavy and in the way he did. And salute to all the vets on these cards for giving these guys in the Crucible these opportunities, because they didn't have to take these battles, and they did. And salute to all the Crucible guys, because from what I seen, each one of these guys held their own. Now, I waited to talk about Souffleur Soul and Chess, because this is the battle I seen so much debate on. I seen people saying Chess 30. I seen, people just saying Souffleur Soul did great, but there's no way you have Chess 30 in this dude. So Flair Soul is going to give your favorite battle rapper problems. Listen to me. I salute the Piper boy. But listen to me. He is going to give your favorite battle rapper problems. So Flair Soul has a gritty voice. His attack is directly at his opponent. He schemes, he punches. It was dope to see a new battler with such a high end, in my opinion, go against Chess, and Chess have a phenomenal battle. He had a little slip up here and there, but he was a great Chess, and so Flair Soul stood in there toe to toe with that man. If you ask me, and listen, you on my channel, you watching me, so it's like asking me. I got Flair Soul in this battle. I think he did enough to beat Chess with Chess doing what he did. The way in which he just used Chess, used his lyrical ability to attack Chess, it was something I never seen before. When I first seen these matchups, I probably would have said there's no way some dude with the name Flair Soul is about to beat Chess after going through what Chess just went through with Calico. I knew Chess was gonna be there to kill. Chess had great rounds. Chess had great material, but Flair Soul was able to stand in there and handle this business. Dope final exam. Dope what they doing with the crucibles, because now we get something that we can gauge this new class against. I think final exam, if the crucible process is gonna continue, is an imprint that will do well for URL. I think they should do one of these final exams every year with every crucible class, and I think this is a dope way to get the crucible guys in there against people that we know and love and get us to watch those battles. Salute to URL, salute P, salute to everybody that's watching this content, man. Hit that like, share, and subscribe, man. Become part of that money team, man. We appreciate you stopping by Mount My Money TV. It's your boy King Chaos, man.
Say I'm about my money.